Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? I just realized that me like sitting like this is probably not the best look, but oh well. It is currently 12:41 a.m. and we just came in from sitting out front downstairs. I am like burning up. I'm like radiating heat off my body from being out in the sun all day today. But we had such a great day today, so I need to take my shoes off. We went to dinner tonight. Today was Alex's 37th birthday. Oh my God. He just said to me in the elevator on the way up, he said, well, this was my first day being 37. You guys want to see my cute shoes? Aren't they so cute? I love these shoes. You want to see my socks too? I used to not wear socks, but then remember, if you've watched my vlog for a while, I get blisters. So now I wear socks. But I have these little champion socks. Aren't they cute? Anyway, we tonight went to dinner. We were actually supposed to meet a friend of ours, but she couldn't end up going because she had to take her brother to the airport, so she couldn't go. But we went to this restaurant that Alex had been to before with her, actually. And he went there, I think, for her birthday, when he was here for her birthday. And it's called Sugar. I haven't even taken my other shoe off yet, but I can just tell you that my foot feels so good with like no shoe or sock on. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, he went there when he was here for her birthday. And it's like this rooftop restaurant bar. So good. So cool. So expensive, but it was totally worth it. And it was like this Asian fusion restaurant. And it's on the 40th floor of the East Hotel. And it's like the very top. So you're like outside on top of this hotel. Look at this. Sneaker off, hold on a second. So you're outside on the roof of this hotel, and it was really cool. They have trees everywhere, and like the tables aren't like set up in any kind of order. Oh, I want to put the sock in my shoe. Hold on a second. The chair or the tables aren't like, they're like wooden benches with wooden tables, and they have like cushions on it, so it's like you're sitting outside in like Tulum or something. And it overlooks the city, which is really, really cool. And my shoe just like rolled across the floor. Now it's gonna sit over there and drive me crazy, but we're gonna leave it. But anyway, yeah, it was really fun. And I had veggie spring rolls and a Coke. I brought out like a little bottle of Coke. And then Alex had a glass of wine. And I had veggie spring rolls, and Alex had and it was really cool how they did it. So like the veggie spring rolls came out in like this really cool like clay bowl, and then they, like in the middle of it they had like the sauce, and it was like this sugary kind of sauce. And then Alex got chicken fingers, but they didn't look, not chicken fingers, chicken wings, but they didn't look like chicken wings. And they were served on like lettuce bowls. And so that was really cool. And then for dinner, he had, well, it was all like tapas, so it was all just like small plates. He had like pieces of like steak, satay. It looked like a shish kebab, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know how you pronounce that. And I had, I know I'm going to mispronounce this. It's P-O-K-E, a poke bowl. Is that how you pronounce it? And it had white rice, mango. I got the one that was like vegetarian. You could like make it however you wanted. So it was like white rice, mango, avocado, carrot like strings in it. Something else that was green, like stringy. And then shiitake mushrooms was the protein that I had. And then the sauce that I picked was wasabi mustard. And I actually asked for extra because it was so delicious. You guys, I have never had one of these bowls before. This was like, I don't think I have. This was like one of the most delicious things I've ever had in my entire life. You guys are probably like, yeah, we've had poke bowls like a million times. I mean, it was something you can make at home, but it was like, oh my God, I've never had this before. It was so good. So we had that, and then the book started to fall, and then the camera fell. But anyway, and then I asked Alex if he wanted like a piece of cake, you know, like sing happy birthday, and he was like, no, that's totally fine. So we just had like this, it was kind of like Bananas Foster's, but not really. It was like this ice cream that they had, and then it was like, had this like sugar, like, I don't even know how to explain it. It wasn't like a cookie. It was just like this sugar wafer, but it was like really lightweight. And then it had like this cake to it and whatever. It was like absolutely delicious. And so we both like had that, and I had an Americano, and then we paid for a bill, and then we walked around because Alex wanted to show me like the bar part of it, which was at the other end that looks over like the whole city. It was really cool. I have to tell you that, like, on my way up there, like, I'm not somebody that, like, heights really bother me. And on the way up there, I was kind of like, for some reason, like, we had just ridden in the back of an Uber. And since I always drive, like, Ubers kind of, like, make me sick to my stomach to be in the back seat sometimes. So we got out, and I was kind of like, my stomach was already bothering me. And then I was like, oh my God, we're going to the 40th floor. And for like on the way up there, I just kind of was like looking down. I was kind of like, I just don't even want to think about being on the 40th floor. But then when we got out of the elevator, I went like immediately to the window and looked out, and it didn't bother me at all. Because like that stuff doesn't typically bother me, but I'm not somebody that would go stand on the edge of a ledge either. You know what I mean? Like that stuff makes me nervous. So anyway, but like I have to like not think about it. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, it was fantastic. So Sugar in Miami, I would definitely give it 5 stars. The service was incredible. It's absolutely gorgeous. Even if you just want to go up there and just like if you're in Miami and have drinks, it's beautiful. You can see over the whole city of Miami. It's unbelievable. So yeah, that was where we went for dinner, and then we came back and we sat out in front because they have like all these couches and stuff. So I don't really think I said this, what we did, but so when I was looking to like book something to come down here, we loved the one hotel that when we were down here before. And so I was like, they have like a residence building that's connected to the one hotel. The one hotel in Miami is like, the beach is amazing, the pools are amazing, the service is amazing, it's like incredible. So they have like a residence here of like homes and stuff. And so when I was getting ready, like I was looking at like to book it, I was like, so we have a friend of ours, obviously, that you guys know if you've watched me for a while, that like has some places at the Fontainebleau that we stay in when we stay at the Fontainebleau. Fontainebleau, somebody told me last time, I think it's pronounced Fontainebleau. I always mispronounce it, I guess. But anyway, so I was like, well, surely, and don't call me Shirley, like in the movie Airplane, they have to have like Vrbo or Airbnbs for the residence homes that are in the one. So I looked it up, and they did, and it was like half the price, and you get like a full kitchen. You can hear Alex is doing laundry right now, washing machine and dryer, a half bath, a full bath, a bedroom, balcony overlooking the ocean, and you get to use all the pools and the beach. It's just like you're staying in a hotel, but you're staying at Airbnb instead. And the people that we booked the Airbnb through, fantastic. Like, I got this text message tonight, and they're like, you know, check out tomorrow is, and the other thing is this that was really interesting, like, you know, like if you've ever stayed in an Airbnb before, there's always like this book of like everything you have to do before you like check out in the morning. There's like, take all the trash out, do this, take the bedding. None of that here. It's just like we're in a hotel. We just like, and we checked in just like we're in the hotel. It's crazy. So they were like, they texted me and they said, tomorrow checkout is at 11 o'clock. If you guys are wanting a late checkout, text, you know, us back and we'll see if we can accommodate you. So we were gonna get up and have brunch tomorrow, but okay, so we don't fly out until like 9, I think like 9 o'clock we fly out or something like that out of the airport. So I was like, okay, if we go down and have brunch tomorrow at 10, like, we're not even going to be going to the airport till like 7:30, which we're going to have a whole like beach day and pool day and stuff tomorrow. So that's fantastic, right? That we get that, and they'll just like hold our bags and stuff for us. So I was like, okay, we're going to have like this whole pool and beach day and then be exhausted and then have to sit there actually for like another hour and a half before we can like get in it, unless we just want to sit at the airport, which we don't want to do. So we might as well sit at the hotel, you know, and instead of going to the airport. So we decided that we didn't really want to have brunch in the morning because that would be like getting up really early. So I texted them to see if they could give us a late checkout, and they gave us a late checkout at 1, which is fantastic because now we can go down to the beach. We may stay, who knows, in the room till 1, but depending on the weather. The weather was beautiful tonight, so I'm assuming it's going to be nice tomorrow. We'll probably go down to the pool or the beach, probably the beach tomorrow at like 12, between 12 and 1, something like that. But then we won't have to be in like such a hurry. Alex is packing his stuff right now. But I want to get the vlog done so I can get it uploaded so I can post it for tomorrow. So then when we're coming back, it will go up. So I want to make sure it's all done so that I can just like put my computer in the bag and stuff. I'm like, okay, so tomorrow, I didn't pre-film a drama video for tomorrow. So I have like no drama video, no Peterisms. It's so weird, you guys. Tomorrow is like the first day in June, besides my vlog. And I will vlog as soon as I get home and I get my bags taken into the house and stuff. I'll go vlog. But tomorrow is like the first day that I haven't made a video this entire month. And I'm like on my other channels. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so weird. Like, it feels really weird. It feels like, no, I have to make a video about something. I actually, when I thought that the weather was going to be bad here, I was going to sit outside every morning and I was going to do a Peterisms video, like, and have a cup of coffee and do, like, Peterisms with coffee. I thought that'd be kind of fun, and I would just, like, look up a meditation on the phone. So anyway, so yeah, we got a late checkout for tomorrow, which is fantastic, and then we're going to, like, beach it all day long, and we love their nachos down here. Okay, so on the beach, they have like this food truck that comes, and that's like all the beach food for the one hotel. It's like a special food truck that they have or something. But they make these nachos, you guys, on kettle chips. And it's like the most amazing nachos you have ever had in your entire life. They're so good. It's weird because I didn't know what the ocean would be like today. And it rained a little bit last night, and so when we went to the beach today, you guys, it was literally like, there were some clouds in the sky, but not really many. It was kind of wispy clouds. It was blue skies. It was sunny the entire day, and the water, like, crystal clear all the way out. I mean, there was a little bit of seaweed, but not much. Crystal clear all the way out, and there was a sandbar. Oh, there's like heat lightning or something. Maybe it's not heat lightning. Maybe it's gonna storm. I don't know. But anyway, we've been really blessed on this trip. We've had really nice weather. So we got up, and I was really having a hard time getting up this morning. Oh, because I finished Mayor of Easttown last night. I'll talk about that in a second. But Alex, because he went to bed like last night before I like started vlogging and all that kind of stuff. So he went down and got our beach chairs, and I came out like a half an hour later, and I posted like all this. I like to do this we always do this for each other, where we post like a special Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and stuff for each other for their birthdays, you know? And so like I like to pick out the right picture and all that kind of stuff. So when we got down to the beach and had a great day. It was so funny because here's my Coke that my husband and I had. This was so sweet, can I just tell you? So we were sitting downstairs and I was like, do you want to sit down in front of the hotel? If you've ever been to Miami before, or if you've ever come to Miami, go to the one hotel. The lobby and the downstairs in front, there's all these like white leather couches with these tables and stuff. And you can just like sit outside and watch people walk by, or sit inside, and it's just really cool. And they have a bar and they play like kind of loungy music and stuff in there. So I was like, do you want to have, you know, like one last drink at the bar and we can sit outside for our last night or whatever? And he was like, yeah, sure. Because we got back here like right at midnight. And so the bar was like closed. Right when we walked up, they're like, we just stopped serving, sorry. So Alex was like, well, I'll go to because the other day when we had gone to Walgreens, he got a bottle of wine and he had never opened it the whole time that we were down here. So he was like, do you have a Diet Coke still in the fridge? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, let me go up to the room and then I'll get a glass of wine and I'll get you your Diet Coke and then I'll come downstairs and we can sit out front. So he went upstairs. Thank you for anybody out there that said, bless you. So Alex was so sweet. He got me my Diet Coke and he brought a glass of wine down. They gave us 2 little plastic cups from the bar. And we sat out front and it was real nice because that's kind of how this all started for us was we came and had, well, first time we ever came here, we just had drinks on the roof at the restaurant that's called Water, and it's W-A-T-R. And then the second time that we came here, oh, no. The second time we came here, we brought Melissa and Jason. The third time we came here, Alex and I ate dinner upstairs. And I was like, I've always wanted to stay here. It's just like this very cool vibe. It's very kind of like, it's so funny that I just read that Taylor Jenkins Reid book because it's kind of like what I imagine. Because it's a mix between like Tulum and Malibu kind of thing. And it's very just like relaxed and cool and just really neat vibe here. I like it. And in South Beach, but not South Beach. It's like so chill and not loud at all. It's just really, it's very like calm. It's just my speed. So we were on the beach today and we've been there probably about 15 minutes because I put my stuff down. Oh, well, I sat down and then like I couldn't even see my phone. Even with my sunglasses, I couldn't see it because it was so bright out. So I was copying questions because Alex and I did a Q&A today on my other channel, my drama channel. So if you want to see the Q&A, we had such a good time doing it. It was so much fun. Alex was like, are we going to do the Q&A? And I said, he said it last night. I said, well, if you want to, we can. He goes, well, we always do when we're on vacation. And I said, sure. So then on the beach today, he goes, we should have done something different. And I said, like what? And he goes, like truth or dare or something. We should have had people like give us truth or dares. And I was like, but we would have to be prepared for what the dares were. Like in case he said truth or dare, like eat, like say this truth or eat something. And I was like, but we would have to be prepared for it because we would have to know like what the dares were. And he was like, yeah, but like wouldn't that a good idea? And I was like, yeah, it's a great idea, but we're not prepared for that. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, but that's not the point. I'm like, okay. He's like, so next time we might do truth or dare. But anyway, so I got these questions done and I'm like, go out into the water, because Alex like walked out in the water, so I met him at the sandbar, and we came in, and I was like drying off in all my glory, okay, of, and you know, I've kind of like given up, like for this trip, I was just like, I don't worry about the bathing suit and the body and all that kind of stuff anymore, you know, I just like, if you watch my vlogs the first couple years, I was so like, I don't even want to take my shirt off at the beach. I'm not that person anymore. I really want to be in the best shape of my life, but being that I'm not going to miss out on opportunities like being in the ocean and laying down. I mean, I'm going to enjoy myself, right? So I'm sitting there in all my glory in my red Speedo, Target bathing, not a Speedo, like swim trunks. And this girl was like laying down next to me. She and her, like this guy was her fiance, I found out. And she was so cute. And she just is like in this cute little bikini so anyway, she took her sunglasses off and she looked up at me and she goes, can I ask you a question? And I said, yeah. And she goes, are you Peter? And I said, yeah. And she goes, oh my God, I watch all your videos. And I'm like, oh, thanks. And so we started talking to her and her fiance, and she was telling me about like, she doesn't like, she told me like other drama channels that she watches, and she's not like really into the beauty stuff, but she like likes to follow certain like people that like I talk about in some videos and whatever. Anyway, so at some point she said like right away, she said something about like, well, I kind of do what you do, but on Instagram. And I'm like, oh, what do you do? And she's like, well, I just have like this fitness like thing that I do. I do a lot of fitness stuff on Instagram and whatever. And I was like, oh, really? She was totally, I mean, this girl, let me just tell you, one of the most humble people I have ever met in my life. And I'm sitting there as she's saying it, like, I'm like, I know I'm gonna go look at this girl's page and she's gonna have like 1 million followers or something, because she was so downplaying it. She was like, yeah, she was like this and that and whatever, and she said something. And so I said, well, let me look you up on Instagram. And I went and looked, and she, sure enough, had 1 million followers. And I'm like, oh my God, I was like, that's so cool. And stuff. And she was like telling us like how she started, and that it was just because she loves fitness, and it was really fun for her to start. And the way that we look at it is very, very similar, I would say. And she has her own like line of like resistance bands and action wear and apparel and all kinds. Anyway. and it wasn't her husband, it was her fiance. They just recently got engaged, and he was fantastic. And so, I mean, they were so friendly. We literally sat there for like 3 or 4 hours and talked to them. Her name's Susie, Susie B Fitness on Instagram, and it's Susie underscore K, SUZIE_KB. So go over there and follow her if you're into fitness and tell her that I sent you. She's so sweet, you guys. And, I mean, honest to God, like, I feel like the majority of the people that I've met, like, are so nice in person, but, like, she was extremely nice. I mean, like, just so, like, humble about just, like, what she does. And she's, like, really in it to win it. I was like, oh, what are you doing down here? She's like, well, I'm taking pictures for my new, like, active apparel line. I was like, oh. She's like, are you down here for work, too? And I'm like, I mean, I made a drama video in the room and I vlog. But no, we're down here for my husband's birthday. And they were really excited about Alex's birthday. It was so nice. I just was like, I love meeting people on, you know, vacations that you don't know. And then, so then they went into the water at one point, and this guy that totally remembered us from when we were before, a super nice guy, and he always comes and talks to us. Like, every day that we were here in March, like, which was like what, like just like 3 or 4 nights, he like every day would be like our like beach attendant guy, super nice guy from Honduras. And we had like, Alex and him like shared stories about, you know, where they were from, and just like really like talked a lot about life kind of stuff. Super nice. Well, when we came this time, he remembered, and he was like, he like knew our like order of whatever. He like got Alex 2 beers and got me 2 Diet Cokes. I mean, he remembered from March. Like, that's crazy, you know, so nice. So he like was, we had gotten the nachos. We had convinced Susie to get the nachos, and, well, her fiance to get the nachos. And, so we were sitting there, and, so he was taking the stuff away. They had gone to the water, and he like kneeled down and he looked at me, and I'm just like, why is he staring at me? He goes, I've seen your videos, or I saw one of your videos. And I said, you did? And he was like, yeah. He's like, I watched your videos. And I was like, oh my God, that's so nice. And he was like, yeah, now I know what you do. I was like, oh my God, 2 people in like an hour said this to me. It was so funny. It never, you guys, it never happens. Nobody ever comes up to me and says anything. And so it was like, I was like, okay, 2 people while I'm sitting here in this bathing suit with all my gut and glory hanging out. But it was nice, and Alex got real excited about it and whatever. So it was fun. We had a good day. And then we went up to the pool just to kind of like wash off. And I love nothing more than coming to like the hotel room and smelling like chlorine. Like, I love that, smelling like chlorine and being like all cleaned off and stuff, you know. So the plan had been to like do this video real quick and then take like an hour nap. And so I didn't realize the video would end up being 49 minutes long. And so then I rendered the whole thing, and in the video we talked about like 3 different pictures, like our favorite picture of each other, and then this picture of like this Halloween costume when we were lumberjacks one year. And so like I was watching the video back just to make sure that, like, you know, it was like everything was like the beginning, the end, and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, it was rendered, it was like almost uploaded, and I was like, I didn't include the pictures. So I was like, Alex, do you have this Halloween picture? And he was like, yeah. So he sent it to me, and then I found like my favorite picture of us. And so I wanted to include them in the video. So I went back, re-rendered the video, re-uploaded the video, got it all done. And by that point, it was like 8 o'clock or something. I don't know what time it was, but it was late. And Alex was, my brother and sister-in-law called to like wish him happy birthday and have the kids sing happy birthday to him, which was really sweet. So we were FaceTiming with them and stuff like that. And so at that point it was like, there's no nap happening. I mean, we have to leave here in a half an hour. So I took a shower and got ready. And that's when we found out that our friend couldn't come. And so it was just gonna be the 2 of us at dinner, I was like, Alex, are you okay? He was like, yeah, I'm totally, this has been fun. So we had such a great time at dinner tonight. It was so fun. We just like talked nonstop, and yeah, it was really fun. This has been a really good trip. We were just talking about like how nice it is to reconnect on vacation and stuff like that, you know. And we definitely did on this trip. It was good. Alex and I like talk a lot, but we also like if we're laying on the beach or whatever, like if he's listening to music or like I'm listening to an audiobook, we're totally fine just to like lay next to each other for like hours and not like, you know, have this huge conversation. But like on this trip, like we talked like the entire trip. Like I like listened to 1 hour of Dexter and that was it. And like while we were laying at the pool the first 2 days, it was like we were just like talking the whole time. It just was, we've had a really good trip. It's been really nice. It's been a really nice, did I say? It's been really nice. And now it's my birthday next, on June 29th. I'll be 49, I can't believe it. I told Alex on the way up here, because he said something about his first day of 37, I said, oh my God, I said for the next 6 or 7 days, we're 11 years apart. It was like, okay, wow. But it was fun. We had such a good time. I kind of don't want to go home, but I really miss the dogs. I called today and checked on them, and they're doing great. And they're eating all their food, and they're running around outside, but not for very long. They're only letting them stay out for like 15 minutes at a time, because it's like real hot in Indiana, and they're doing really, really good. So, I miss little Boo and Tucker so bad. Alex and I were actually talking about that tonight. We were sitting out front. It's like, this would be like perfect to just like, if we had Boo and Tucker with us, you know. Like I missed them so much. It was funny because we were laying on the beach. I said, can you imagine if Boo and Tucker were here right now? And he said, where would they be? He was like laying on a, you know, like one of the chairs. And he was like, Boo Radley would be right here next to me. And I said, and Tucker would be laying on the ground. I love his little tongue now that he has hanging out. So yeah, it's been a great trip. Oh, Mayor of Easttown. I want to talk about this. So, I finished Mayor of Easttown last night. I don't want to convince anybody to get HBO Max. It doesn't have it. But if you can get it for a month just to watch the show, get it for a month and watch Mayor of Easttown. I don't really know what happened. Like, Alex and I were talking about this tonight, like just now when we were downstairs. This show really screwed with me. It really, like, almost in a way that was, like, really positive. But, like, made me really think about a lot of stuff in my life. Like, a lot of, like, some of the stuff that I've gone through in my life. And I really... Well, first of all, I feel like I have never watched a show that in 7 episodes so much has happened. And I really thought, like, starting to watch it, this is just another detective show. It is so much more than just another detective show. I mean, they talk about trauma. They talk about loss. They talk about grief. They talk about addiction. I mean, there is so much in this. And, like, the addiction piece, like, the struggle with it is so real in this show. But I have to say, like... because that's just one part of it, it wasn't a huge focus for me. But the grief and loss stuff, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but like, so I'm not going to say specifically stuff about it, was like, I mean, unbelievably addressed in this. Counseling is addressed in this. It's just, and then on top of that, you have this detective show that I swear to God, you guys, until the very end, and it literally is until the very end, I had no clue the next thing. I mean, it was like they kept on adding more stuff, and you think it's over, and it's more stuff comes out, and I'm like, oh my God, like, this is crazy. Did I just shake the camera? I'm sorry. That's what happened before. The book started falling in the camera. Anyway, but it's like all this crazy stuff just continued to happen, and I was like, this is like unreal. Like, this show is like so well written. And Kate Winslet is unbelievable in it as Mayor of Easttown. I can't remember what her last name is in the show, but she's Sheehan, Mayor Sheehan. So good, okay? Who's the one that played Charlene on Designing Women? Is it Jean Smart? Is that her name? She plays Mayor's mother. Unbelievable. Everybody in this show is so good. The girl that plays the mother of Mayor's grandson, and the girl that plays her daughter Siobhan, are like unbelievable. I mean, everybody is so good in this show. I just was so blown away. I couldn't believe it. I was like, and what was so funny was I had heard all these people talking about it. I think this is gonna sound so crazy, but I think I originally saw that like Manny MUA tweeted something out about it or put it on his Instagram story or something. I think that's how I originally heard about it. And I just didn't really think like this would be a show that I would really like. I've never been a huge Kate Winslet fan. I mean, obviously I liked her in Titanic and stuff like that, but she just has really not been somebody that I'm like, oh my God, I die for, right? Oh, I die for her now. She was unbelievable. And hands down, everything that I've ever seen Kate Winslet in, which I've seen her in most things that she's done, this was like, I mean, I know you can't get an Oscar for a TV show, whatever you get, an Emmy. I mean, she deserves, I mean, Best Actress. I mean, she is so good in this show. But belt yourself in, because I'm telling you, like, it's going to bring up some stuff. Like, it brought up some stuff for me. Alex and I were talking about that tonight because he hasn't watched it yet. And I said, yeah, it really brought up some painful stuff from my past for me. Like, really made me think about it, you know? So, unbelievable show. And now I think I'm going to either start Manifest on Netflix, or I'm going to watch I have like, on the third episode, there's 10 episodes, so what, 7.5 episodes of them. I still want to finish that show. But I got a show done while I was down here, so that was exciting. Didn't finish a book, though. But I do like the Dexter books so far that I started. Mel, my book club partner, would be so proud because she loves those Dexter books. She's wanted me to read them forever, so. You were right, Mel. I really do like them. Cheers. This Diet Coke is watered down now. Anything else? I've been getting one white seashell every time that we've gone someplace for like the last year, and keeping them next to my bed. And this wall is so cool. And I haven't picked a seashell yet, so I need to get one tomorrow at the beach. And my nachos. Yeah, tomorrow I'll probably listen to my book a lot. Maybe I'll listen to it on the way home too. I don't know. I got these black jeans that I have on tonight. They're that Buffalo brand, and I love them because they have a stretchy waist. But I got a pair of them, and I just bought them, didn't try them on or anything. But did I try them on before our last trip? I think maybe I did, but I got them down on the trip, and I was like, oh, these are skin tight on my legs. There's no way. Like, I like that look, but not on me. Like, it doesn't, you know, I mean, I need to get in shape first. So the kind that I like are called the Buffalo Ash. That's ASH. And you guys, these are so comfortable. I haven't had a pair of black jeans in a really long time. I wear black t-shirts all the time. I should have a pair of black jeans, don't you think, to go with it? So anyway. Well, that's it. And I think I'm going to end it for the night so I can go and get this up. And then I can have it ready to go for tomorrow. And yeah, I think that's it. I appreciate you guys watching while we've been gone. I love doing the little travel vlogs. It's fun. It's fun finding like a place, you know, where we stay. Like, okay, where am I going to vlog this time? I'm going to vlog in the kitchen or outside in the patio. Do you guys remember when I used to do those, like when we would go to Mexico, and I would do them outside, and I'd have to whisper. Oh my God, I was thinking about this the other night, because when I went to go sit outside, like my reading glasses fogged up right away because I can't see my iPad without my reading glasses. I know, it's fun getting old, isn't it? And I was like, oh my God, when I would go to Mexico and it was so humid down there, do you remember my camera used to fog up when I would take it out on the patio to do the vlog? Those were the days, weren't they? Anyway, I just want to say thank you. Did my husband just come? I just want to say thank you so much for watching while we've been gone and being so kind. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. And everybody say happy birthday to my husband. Happy birthday, Alex.
Thank you.
And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Be kind to one another. Also, like I always say, practice random acts of kindness, but also, like I always say, don't tell anyone. Most importantly, like it says in the 4 agreement, no, that's most importantly. Most importantly, let somebody know how much they mean to you. Like it says in the 4 agreements, always lead with love. Put some love, compassion, kindness, tolerance, understanding, hope, faith, courage, wonder, awe, and amazement out there into the world. I love you guys, and I hope that you are having a magically amazing Tuesday. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!